Okay, so the first game on the list is RIA Formula Racing 2025. Now, last year I did a video on RIA 24, and that video actually ended up being my most viewed video to date. But in that video, I said a lot of kind of not very positive things about last year's game. So let's just see if they have improved it year on year. So far, it actually feels like the cars have kind of changed for the better. Like last year, there was all that really annoying lockups, like every time you'd turn and brake pretty much. This year, so far in the half a lap that I've done, I have not noticed the lockups as much. So maybe, yeah, look, I can actually like turn and brake at the same time. You know what? What the hell has just happened? What I was gonna say is, you know what? The cars have actually improved in terms of how enjoyable they are to drive. Like, I'm actually having a lot more fun driving these cars so far. I think it'll actually be easier for me to get used to the handling now on RIA 2025. As I've just done a purple lap, I'm the best. Alright, through chicane 1, I've gone wide. Okay, I'm not the best at driving these cars, but I'll get used to it, surely. Alright guys, trust me, I'll lock in this lap. I'll actually, like, not make a single mistake, and I will prove you guys wrong that I truly am the best driver in Roblox Racing. So here we go. Alright, turn 1, I'm gonna brake earlier than I have been. I'm gonna still miss the apex, but that's fine. That was a horrendous first chicane. What on earth am I doing? Alright, second chicane. I've still got a purple first sector, and I went better through there. I still could have gone better, but it wasn't terrible. And I'm going to miss the apex again. But trust, I'm going to hit this one. I did not hit that one, never mind. Coming into a Scary chicane, now look at that. That's 2 purple sectors. And okay, this is better through a Scary. That was probably my best chicane yet of the lap. I'm going to brake between 150. I'm going to get on the power early. I'm going to exceed track limits slightly, but not hit the sand. Boom, onto the front straight. The lap time is going to be a 1:18.404. Why am I like 15 seconds quicker than everybody else? What on earth? So yeah, overall, the RIA cars have actually improved compared to last year. They are actually so much more enjoyable, and I think the car models were blocky last year as well. What on earth is going on here? Yeah, the car models were a lot more blocky last year. Now this year they've kind of got like curves and stuff like they should do. So overall, RIA is actually off to a great start. But now, let's see how that compares to FFR Formula Racing. Alright, so here we are driving out of the Zandvoort pit lane, and yeah, so this is what the track looks like. And well, so far, what I've noticed about these cars is that they actually feel quite understeery. Compared to RIA at least, the RIA turn-in this year is actually fairly strong compared to their previous years. But this game, I've actually never played this game before. Yeah, these have a lot less turn-in, which actually makes it a bit more annoying to drive, so... But, who knows, maybe I can get used to it and hook up a banging lap for you guys, which I've not shown off whatsoever yet, as I've hit like 3 walls. But here we go, for a lap around Zandvoort now. Oh my god, why am I so bad at this track? It's actually embarrassing how I have 600 subscribers, yet I still drive like that. Alright, that part was nice. That section was lovely. Maybe I am now hooking it up. No more mistakes for the rest of the lap, guys, I promise. Oh, that was really deep. Also, this track is not realistic whatsoever. Like, maybe the track layout is, but the scenery is nothing like Zandvoort whatsoever. These walls should not be here, Jesus Christ. Also, this is meant to be the banked corner. This is hardly even a positive camber corner, let alone a banked corner. But here we go, onto the front straight. 1:19.029. You guys will probably be able to beat that if you tried. But actually, these cars are not really that fun to drive at all. I swear the brakes are also non-existent. Maybe that's just my skill issue, but compared to RIA, this is actually worse, in my opinion. But 2 games down, 2 games to go. Let's see how both of these games stack up to Formula STVR. Okay guys, I'm not going to lie to you, I've already recorded this STVR segment before, but the reason I've had to do it again is because my dumbass forgot to turn my microphone on, so I was just talking to no one for 5 minutes straight and the whole recording was just silent. So that's kind of annoying, especially considering that this game, in my opinion, has actually had the best handling and models yet. The handling is actually quite fun to drive. You can get like good turn-in. The turning is a perfect balance between understeer and oversteer. The brakes are pretty strong. The acceleration, it gives you a lot of sense of speed. Just everything about this game, in terms of handling and even the car models, is pretty good. It's been better than the other 2 games you've played so far on this video. But obviously we've still got one more game left to go. Maybe that can give this game a run for its money, who knows. But for now, this game so far is in the #1 spot in my opinion. But I'm gonna go for a hot lap around Bahrain now. So yeah, hopefully I can get a good lap in. Oh, that was late on the brakes, but we've made it stick. We've made it stick. One thing I'm going to point out about this game is that the cars are either too wide or the track is too skinny, as we do at Purple Sector 2. Like, look down this back straight. It looks like you can hardly even fit 2 cars side by side on this track. Yeah, especially down this straight, it looks the skinniest. Like, is it just me? Is it just me who thinks that the track looks way too small compared to the cars? Maybe it's just the camera angle, who knows. Alright, turn 1 was pretty good. Alright, turn 4. Oh, that's been the best turn 4 yet. Also, guys, one thing I'm going to point out is that there's actually collisions in this game for some reason. So this car, you see this car in front of me? He can mess my lap up. Alright, coming through this part. Oh, we went a bit wide, but it's fine. We've kept it on the track. Oh, it's a Purple Sector 2. We cannot throw this lap away now. Final corner, brake there. Oh, that is legendary. Get on the power early. Yes. What a lap. Let's see what the lap time is. A 1:18.879. That is probably still quite slow compared to some other people. This game definitely has been the funnest to drive and has had the best looking car models yet. Like, look at that. It looks pretty realistic in my opinion. But there's still one more game left to go in this video, and that is Formula Power Racing 2025. Okay, so here I am at my home race, the Australian Grand Prix, for the final cars of the video. But actually, these cars actually don't feel horrendous to drive. I was kind of expecting STVR to stay at the top. In terms of car models, I think STVR does win this video, but in terms of handling, Formula Power one's alright. I've only done half a lap, so I'll kind of need to get used to it to get a final verdict. But for now, I'm optimistic. One thing I will say, however, is these cars are definitely the most oversteery of the 4 cars I've driven today. Like, look at that. I'm not sure if you can really tell by just watching footage of someone driving, but I can promise you these cars are the most oversteery. Also, these cars do lock up a little bit, kind of similar to RIA 2024 before they kind of had the big revamp for this year. Let's just go for a hot lap. So into the turn 1, 2 What the hell? Oh my god, that is so annoying. Also, this track is very small scale. Like, I know this video is not about the tracks, it's just about the cars, but like, still, I will just point that out. This is a very tiny Albert Park. Alrighty, second time's the charm, as they all say. Nobody says that. But into the first chicane. Oh, that was pretty good. We didn't get stuck on the curb this time. Yeah, you see what I mean when I say the track's small? Like, that straight should be way longer than it is. Also, this is the only game I've played so far that doesn't have like a sector split timer in the top right corner, so I have no idea how good my sectors are. We'll just have to see at the end of the lap what my total lap time is as I hit that wall. That's not good. But this chicane, which is the fastest chicane on the track, I took it alright. I think I could have probably had a bit more confidence. How is that not a... You know what? I'm not even going to complain. I'm not even going to complain. Final 2 corners now. Oh, that was a bit of a scruffy lap. It was okay in some bits, but kind of rubbish in other bits. But onto the front straight now. The lap time is going to be... Oh, 1 minute. Oh, we could have gotten a sub 1 minute. Okay, so final verdict after playing these 4 games. The game with the best car models is Formula STVR Racing. But the game with the best handling model, as I've just crashed into a wall, in my opinion, is still Formula STVR Racing. Congratulations, Formula STVR. You guys have the best 2025 cars in every aspect. Well, at least out of the 4 I played today. If Formula Apex and RFA were in this video, they would be levels ahead. But Formula STVR still kind of holds up compared to those 2. It's definitely better than the other games we've played today, that's for sure. But that's going to be it for today's video, and make sure you dislike and unsubscribe.